Namaste, lovelies. Today's practice, this is the core and breath practice, and I am Teresa, your yoga guide. I'm going to use a yoga strap just to start with. So if you don't happen to have a yoga strap, then any kind of tie, somebody's favorite tie that you don't like, a house coat robe belt, something that has a little bit of endurance and flexibility to it would be great. And then there's yoga straps as well. So let's begin our core and breath practice by sitting up nice and tall in any comfortable seat that works for you. And I gotta say, there was a thunderstorm and then all of a sudden the light came out. Remember, this shall too pass. So whatever you're experiencing in your current being, because this is a spiritual practice, not about just a yoga strap or physicality. It's about really taking care of yourself and loving yourself. And that's why we begin each practice in a seat and honoring the self. Okay, so make sure you do have your yoga stuff in case we use it all. But take a deep breath in first of all. And then let it go. Again, do that. Fill your lungs. Notice how it feels, and then let it go. No matter what is currently in your life, whether you're under stress, duress, there's sounds, there's things that are distracting you, the practice that we do here together and the time that we share is a spiritual practice of coming home to the self. The physicality of it is to help nourish the soul so that we can do what it is that we're meant to do karmically on this path. And I invite you to do that with mindfulness, practicing ahimsa, meaning non-harming, okay? So whatever tool you have, place it across your lap and then just take a moment to take a really kind full breath in, bring your hands together in Anjali Mudra prayer, and at exhalation outwardly, just let it go. Inhale and exhaling. I like to begin, even though it's a 20-minute core and breath, with an Om. Take a deep breath in. Om. Blinking your eyes open, releasing your hands. Good. Every practice that is a spiritual practice of the self, into the self of the self, is meant to be practiced with an Om. So, taking your strap, holding onto it between your middle finger and your index finger, finding the center of it, and then making a fist. So it's like that. Make sure your wrists are straight or in neutral, not in extension or flexion. And then from there, roll your shoulders back, sit up as tall as you can, neck is nice and long, and start to reach the strap up. So your arms become flexed. So you're pulling the strap taut, your wrists are neutral. And then only take them as far back as you keep your shoulders down and your belly from popping forward, okay? Then give yourself some girth and then pull that strap even a little bit more taut so the wrists and elbows are straight, the shoulders are down, and the belly's in, okay? And then pull mindfully the strap towards the right, so you're taking the left arm over, and then inhale center, and then exhale to the other side. Go slow so the strap stays taut, your arm stays straight, and your shoulders are down your spine. So you're inhaling to center and you're exhaling to the other side. There's a lot of activity going on here. Your arms are in flexion, your wrists are straight, your elbows are straight, you're inhaling center and exhaling to a side. A couple more rounds, just really putting Wonder Twin powers. So your arms are solid and you're pulling the strap taut. Lots of energy isometrically working here. Good, last one, back up to center, and then release and feel those shoulders. Wow. Take your left arm out in front, back side of that left arm to the tricep area and cross it over your chest, but press your left shoulder back in space. Spread your left fingers, hug the left tricep in towards you, but resist it isometrically. So you're pressing your left shoulder that way as you're drawing it in. So isometric, spread your left fingers. Draw the shoulders down, release your jaw. Good, and then inhale the left arm up. Bend at the left elbow. See if you can pat yourself on the back. Don't worry if it's not happening today. Take your right hand, hold your left elbow, and navigate that left arm back, but knit the belly button in. Keep your neck straight from tilting forward. If you don't have a lot of range of motion here, that's okay. Just play with that. Maybe your elbow's over here, maybe your elbow's over there. Just move it around by holding the back of your left shoulder. Or if you're navigating it further back, those that are hypermobile, make sure you keep the tone of the belly and you're not popping your arm out. Got it? 2 more breaths. Sitting up nice and tall. There's a reason for opening our shoulders today. Good. And then release your arms, roll your shoulders, and then take that right arm out in front, cross it over your chest, hold the back of that right arm, the tricep, isometrically, you're karate chopping your right arm into your left hand, and you're drawing the left hand to draw it across your chest. So isometrics, that's what that is. So keep your chest facing forward and feel the spreading of those right fingers. You can even move your jaw around. I tend to get deeper into the cervical spine, the neck, that is. Good. Then when you're ready, take that right arm up in flexion, bend the elbow, pat yourself on the back of the skull, the neck, or the spine between your shoulder blades. Left hand can hold the elbow, navigate it in and back, but keep your ribs from popping forward, tone the belly, sit up as tall as you can, and you could press your elbow into your hand. Again, if that hand and elbow do not meet, you could just play around with the back of the hand and just open up that shoulder, just inviting some expression of the arm. So important wherever you may be, ahimsa, non-harming. Good. And then when you're ready, let's exhale, release the arms. This time interlacing the hands behind your back. I'll do a back profile here. So when you're doing this, we want to be able to get your inner elbows hugging in, hands interlaced, heel the hands together, thumbs out of the bum, and opening up your chest that way. Side profile. Bingo. Not happening, strap. Middle finger, index finger, and pull it back. Pulling the strap taut, hugging your inner elbows in, knitting the belly button in, keeping your neck neutral. Very important piece. Opening up the collarbone, contracting the back muscles for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, and then release. Shake it out. So the arms are somewhat warmed up, or we've created some movement. Big breath in, letting go, breath out. Come onto your mat and tabletop. Once you come into tabletop, curl your toes under, hands as wide as your yoga mat, so that my pinky finger is actually off my yoga mat, because I believe that structurally, if I were to do this, that's too narrow, but if I go like that, that's much better. It's broadening in the chest. I invite you to do the same thing. So once you're in that position, tone the belly button in back towards the back of the spine, and then curl those toes under, press the floor away, turn your elbow crease to face your index finger and thumb, and then start to hover your knees up off the mat, and then move your bum up towards the sky, and just literally downward dog it, let your head come down. Move your shoulders more forward, turn your elbow creases once again towards your index fingers and thumbs, and then let your head hang down, and playfully pedal your feet, sway your hips, so you're getting not only movement in your lower back, but your upper thoracic spine through the lats, your back muscles. Good. And then on your next in-breath, let's start to move the shoulders directly over the wrists. Walk your feet far enough back that you can feel a plank position. Make sure your hips aren't dipping down, that you're pressing your thigh bones back and apart. Lengthen your tailbone towards your heels. Reach to the crown of your head. You'll get all this the more you practice. From here, exhale once again into your downward facing dog. And then reassess your feet so that you feel you're able to hold this shape, which is a pyramid. It looks like a pyramid, right? Lift your hips higher, lift your heels higher. And then from here, press into your right foot, lift the left leg up, open up that left leg, bending and extending. And we're going to play in between plank and down dog. So from here, inhale your shoulders over your wrists and bring your left knee towards your left armpit. Lengthen the neck, spread the toes, flex that foot, then inhale it straight up and back. This time we'll bring it into the chest. Shoulders over wrist, bend the knee into your chest, right into that plank position. Inhale it all the way up and back. This time crossing it over left knee to right armpit. Shoulders over wrists, knee twists. Oh yeah, to the right tricep. And then inhale it up and back. Release it down. Shoulders over wrists, bend the knees, hover the knees, press the floor away for 5. Knit the belly button in for 4, 3, 2, knees to the mat. Plant or flex your feet, come off your wrists, rotate your shoulders. I'll move so that I'm not cutting off in that bird's eye view. So if this is helpful, one big pointer is that you're pressing the floor away. You're moving, like you're saying no to the floor. That is strength. We're building strength, isometrically working the muscles. We'll do the other side. Find your tabletop, knit the belly button in, curl your toes under. From there, hover the knees up, blossom your bum, move your chest towards your thighs, downward facing dog. You've got it. And then inhale your shoulders directly over your wrists, walk your feet back so that you have that full plank pose. Feel that, lift the thighs back and apart, lengthen the tailbone, reach the crown of the head. Exhale, hinge your hips up. So if you're not getting all this, don't worry about it. You'll get it at some point. Reassess that back left foot so that you can secure it. Lift the right leg up. Play around with it a little bit so you feel comfortable in your own shape, in your own body. And you are upside down. It's a handstand prep. On your next in and out breath, shoulders over wrists and bend that right knee into your armpit on the right side. Inhaling it straight up and back. Exhaling it, bending it in towards your sternum, back of the neck, and neck is long, so you're looking straight towards the tip of your mat, and then all the way up and back. And this time crossing it over, bending that right knee towards your left armpit. Twist, twist, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale all the way up and back. Exhale, let that right foot land, shoulders over your wrists, bend your knees so you're on the balls of your feet and your toe pads, hover the knees from the floor, press the floor away, get the belly button in for 5, for 4, 3, 2, knees to the mat, plant or flex your feet, and rise up onto your shins just for a moment. So roll the shoulders around, bird's eye view, just like that. So let's continue this. It's just a 20-minute practice. You don't need to do 1,000 minutes or push, push, push. Just be here now and do your best. That's it. Boom. Tabletop. Knees underneath your hips somewhere, toes curled under. Hover the knees, start to lift your hips, downward facing dog. There it is. Turn your elbow creases to face your index finger and thumb so that you're not popping out through your elbow or your upper arms. When you're ready, yeah, inhale, plank pose, shoulders over wrists, walk your feet back. I almost forgot that part. So find the length, then exhale back into your down dog. Reassess the right foot so you can pick up the left leg. Play, play, play. And then bending that left knee into your left armpit, shoulders over wrists. So you're coming forward, squeeze it in, inhale it up and out, back. Exhale, bend it in towards your sternum, shoulders over wrists, keep your neck neutral. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, bringing it towards your right armpit. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale, all the way up, back, press the floor away. Exhale, release the left toes. Bend the knees, shoulders over wrists, hover the knees, press the floor away for 10, 9, 8, 7. Suck up that belly button in. 5, 4, 3, 2. Knees to the mat. Plant or flex your feet. Come off your forearms and your wrists and just give yourself a little ring. Dial it up. Okay, other side. Tabletop. Reassess knees and toes. Hover the knees. Downward dog. Full flexion of the arms. Let your head hang. Reassess your feet. Inhale, plank. There it is. Exhale, down dog. Planter, really plant down through that left foot. Inhale, right leg. Play, play, play. And then bend that right knee in towards your right armpit. Oh, you got it. Inhale, straight up and back. Exhale that right knee into your sternum. Shoulders over wrists. Go slow. This is not about speeding it up. Everybody thinks they're going to lose body fat, weight, and all that stuff by pushing and really shocking the body. Did you do the left armpit? And then exhale, release. Shoulders over wrists, knees hover. 10, 9, neck is neutral. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Knees to the mat. Sit on your shins. Give yourself a breather. So the point is this, that speeding things up just really shocks the body. So for some of you, this is a lot because we are in recovery, and some of you feel like you want to do more. I would offer that you slow it down and be more methodical in the breath and how you're breathing and holding the posture and moving in it so that it's optimal, okay? One more round. Big breath in first. Let it go. So important, the breath all the way into your diaphragm. Okay, I'm watching time because it is a 20-minute practice. Come back into your tabletop. Do, 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 do. And then from there, hover the knees for 5. We'll just do 4. 3, press the floor away. 2, downward dog it. Feel that energy, full flexion of the arms, then reassess, shoulders over wrists, walk your feet further back for a full plank, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Oh, there it is. Good, secure your right foot, lift the left leg up, a little bit of a play action there, and then bending that left knee into your armpit, shoulders over wrists, squeeze it up there, inhale it straight up and back. So every movement is methodical. Bend that left knee in towards your sternum, keep your neck neutral, press it back, spreading toes and fingers. Left knee comes all the way over to your arm, right armpit. Keep your neck neutral, press the floor away. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, let it land. Shoulders over wrists, bend the knees, hover them from the floor for 10, 9, press the floor away, 8, 7. So your elbow creases are facing your thumb and index finger. Lift that belly button in. Good. Beautiful. Knees land, plantar flex your feet off your wrists. So your wrists are in full extension, and with your body weight in full extension, is sometimes people complain, oh, my wrist, my wrist. Well, you're learning to envelop a strengthening in your body, utilizing the muscles. So taking breaks is really important. And then it's in the strengthening of the practice that you develop flexibility and stability and mobility. All the abilities. Tabletop. Shake it around a little bit. Hover the knees for 5, 4, 3, 2. Downward dog it. Inhale, plank it. Reassess your feet. Further back. Thigh bones back and apart. Downward dog once again. Press fully into the 4 points or the balls of that left foot. Right leg comes up. Bend and extend playfully. Then shoulders over wrists, knee to armpit. Inhale it straight back and up. Exhale, bring it in towards your sternum. Keep your neck neutral. Squeeze it in. Inhale straight up and back. Then cross it over to the left armpit. Dialing it up. Inhale up and back. Exhale, left foot, right foot meets left foot, shoulders over wrists, knees bend, hover for 10. Lift that belly button in. 9, neck is neutral. 8, 7, 6. Press the floor away, elbow creases face your index finger and thumb. And then slowly hover the knees, plantar flex your feet, sit on your shins, and breathe that breath. Imagine talking and doing that at the same time. So it's so important to know that this upper thoracic spine of yours does need the mobility and the strength to live our lives as we are human beings. So take care of this. One more round. I promise nothing, but one more round, okay? Tabletop. Take a moment to go. When you're ready, hover the knees, just for a couple of rounds of breath here. Find your downward dog. Feel the lifting of the hips, full flexion of the arms, shoulders over wrists. Find your plank. Move back into your down dog. Root the right foot, lift the left leg, bend the left knee into your left armpit, shoulders over wrists, dorsiflex left foot. Inhale, left leg back and up. Exhale, left knee into your sternum, your chest. Neck is neutral. Lift it back up, 3-limb down dog, cross it over, right armpit. Find your twist, shoulders over wrists, neck is neutral. Bring it back up. Let it land, shoulders over wrists, hover the knees for 10. Press the floor away for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And knees release, plantar flex feet. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Yeehaw! Okay, let's do the other side. I had to look up there and see that light there. Okay, so from here, root, tabletop, hover knees, just for a couple of breaths. Downward dog it. Press the floor away, full flexion of the shoulders. Inhale, plank, reassess your feet further back. So you're pressing the floor away the whole time. Downward dog. Secure the left foot. Take your right leg up, bend and extend. Hover, bend the right knee in towards your right armpit. Shoulders over wrists. Bring it back. 3-limb down dog. Exhale to the sternum, your chest, shoulders over wrists. Really dorsiflex and squeeze in. What I mean by dorsiflex is that left foot or that right foot is active. Cross it over. Right knee, left armpit as much as you can. Reach it up. Let it land. Plank it. Knees hover for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Knit that belly button in. 5, 4, 3, 2. Knees to the mat. Sit on your shins, off your wrists. Breathe. Yeah. I know, healthful breathing though. We're talking about healthful breathing. Find your bum on a bolster or just sit cross-legged or any seat that really works for you. Make sure when you sit cross-legged, most often we sit in the habitual way. So if it's always the left shin out in front, take your right shin out in front. So take your hands to your shoulders right now and just move them around any way in any arrangement that you feel is necessary. Good. And then roll your shoulders back. And this part is the breath practice. Find your diaphragm. So your rib cage right here, that's how big your lungs are. Like ginormous, eh? So that's the diaphragm that presses down. We want to choose to wring out some of the toxicities that get in there when we're breathing here and not breathing healthfully and mindful here. So one palm up, one palm touching the diaphragm in here, or both hands. It's up to you. Let's focus on the expelling of the breath through the sinuses. Okay, don't focus on inhale. Your body organically, naturally does that. Trust me, it does it automatically. Let's focus on expelling using the muscle energy of the tone of the belly, like expelling like this. Like there's a bee on your nose, you want to blow it off without using your hands. It's right here. Okay, Kapalabhati. That's the name of the breath. So really forcing that breath out strengthens and tones the diaphragm, the belly, the abdominals, and it detoxifies all that junk that gets stuck in there. Stress, okay? Whew. Okay, sit up nice and tall. Ready? Take a deep breath in, fill your lungs completely to their fullest room. Hold that energy, close your eyes if that feels comfortable, and remember it's about exhaling. Exhale, exhale, exhale through the sinuses. When you're ready. Keep your shoulders relaxed, keep your spine nice and long, keep on going. It's like your snorting noises out, just out, out, out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big breath in. Hold and retain that breath within your lungs, of course. And then exhale through the mouth. Another round. Big breath in. Hold, retain. When you're ready, blowing out through the nose. Keep your shoulders from going like this. Put a little smile on your lips. Use this. Come on, get right in there. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big breath in. Hold, retain it. And go, ha. One more. Okay? You can switch hands or do what you need to do. You can even switch out your shins if you feel uncomfortable. It's okay. This is a practice. Okay? You're not broken. You don't need to be fixed. One more round. Big breath in. Hold, retain. When you're ready, use that diaphragm right here. Out through the sinuses. Slow it down if you need to. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big breath in. Hold, retain, and let it out. There you go. Yeah, 20 minutes or so. Take your hands together in Anjali Mudra. Switch out your shins first if you haven't already. Take your hands together and then open up your palms across your chest. This is the unshakable truth. Take a moment just to rest. Close your eyes if it's not uncomfortable, or look past the tip of your nose to the floor, drishte. Thank yourself for your practice, for slowing down enough to be here now. A lot of us are so busy being busy and busy doing nothing that is really substantially uplifting. And that's not a judgment, that's an observation. So if anything, this 20 minutes, I hope uplifts not only your spirit, your physicalities, the body in a way of love and health. Yeah, and your mood. Let us end this practice with one big old Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Deep breath in. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May you feel the consciousness, the light, the peace, the love, and may you be that every day to yourself. One breath, one moment, the here now at a time. Namaste. Slow down. Yeah, that's all you need. Imagine that, being very mindful of everything in a sense of wellness and kindness to yourself. So quit being busy doing nothing uplifting. Do something that uplifts your soul, your mind, your heart, your spirit, everything, physical body. Thank you. And maybe you want to join me in the next episode of Restore Breath and Meditate. It's for those and for all of us. It's for everyone who just need to drop the rock, the tension. Namaste.